fantastic bike. These were definitely ahead of their time. This bike's 42 years old, and I wouldn't hesitate to hop on it, fill a tank, and head to Daytona for Bike Week. This would be a fantastic bike. They're awesome on the highway, ride all day long at 80 miles an hour, fun around town, light, fast, reliable. What's not to love about it? These are notoriously bulletproof engines. They built drag bikes out of these back in the 70s and 80s. They're highly sought after collectible bikes. They're worth the most when they're original like this. The only items that aren't stocked on this is the exhaust and the intakes, which you can convert, but I love the sound of the 4-in-1. It sounds like music to my ears. Just a beautiful bike. Like I said, I have a 4-page list of what we did to the bike. We'll bring it inside. I'll go over everything with you. I hope it goes to a good home. It's just a fantastic machine. A lot of fun. Well, you've already seen the riding part of the video. This is Ken Kaplan from the New England Motorcycle Museum. I had a blast riding this thing. It's fast, smooth, and it's got plenty of power. I've got an extensive list of what we did to the bike. I'll go over with you. On a high level, when we got the bike, we did a compression test. The engine checked out perfect, and it was in excellent condition, so we decided to do the full restoration on it. We took the gas tank off, side panel, seat, rear tailpiece, took the entire front end off the bike, forks, because it needed to be rebuilt. The rear wheel, front wheel, everything was taken off, dismantled, cleaned. And starting with the tank, the badges were removed, the cap was removed, the petcock was removed, the grommets are removed, and then we did a product called Metal Rescue on the inside of the tank. So the inside of the tank is in like brand new condition.
No liner or anything that's going to fail.
It's beautiful condition. Then we took the side panels off, pulled the badges off, took the rear tailpiece off, and bought it to Kevin Patterson, who's our painter. He's been our painter here for many years. Look at the inside of the tank, it's like a brand new tank. It's absolutely gorgeous. Brand new rubber gasket on there. Everything's tight, clean, fresh. Kevin, like I said, he's painted hundreds of motorcycles for us over the year, and we didn't cut any corners on it. So we went to Marble Motors and got the original factory color from them. I've got it written down here, that exact color. I'll go over that later, so you can't seem to find it right now. But it's the original factory color from Kawasaki's color code.
Diamond dark green.
Diamond, yeah, diamond metallic green. It has like a metal flake in there. It's a dark green, and these are the original factory reproduction graphics. So the paint was $175 a pint. So it's close to $1,000 for a gallon of this stuff. It's super expensive, and the graphics. I think the graphics were $170 for the graphics. Well, when I sent it to Kevin, I said, Kevin, this is a special bike. These usually are worth somewhere between $15,000 to $20,000 restored. So do a great job on it. He called me up when he was done, and he said, Ken, I'm really excited. He goes, this paint job laid down beautifully on this bike. He was using a new gun. He goes, don't expect another one this nice. This one just came out super, super nice. So he was thrilled with the result when I got it. I was like, wow, the thing's beautiful. So it was definitely worth going with the high-end paint. Brand new Kawasaki emblems on the tank and on the side panels. Brand new seat cover. So just absolutely gorgeous. The front end was completely rebuilt. Brand new fork seals, brand new fork oil. The brakes system was gone through, rebuilt, flushed, and bled the master cylinder. Front fender's in great shape. The rim was dismantled, and the bearings were lubed, greased, and the tire was taken off, and a brand new period correct reproduction of the original tire was put on. So you see it still has the nubs on it. The tire's got less than 5 miles on it.
Dry rot, it's ready to go.
Oh, it's brand new front tire. Absolutely no dry rot. The rear wheel, again, was dismantled. Brand new rear tire and tube was put on the bike. You see it still has the nubs on it. Brand new chain and a brand new rear sprocket on it. And the rear brakes were gone through also. I'm going to start reading off the actual work order that Mark did. It was a total of 45 hours labor was put into the bike between the detail shop and the service department. We outsourced the paint job. The paint job was done for $900. You have a total of $4,050 into labor and $1,717 in parts. So a total of $7,258 was put into the restoration on the bike. Again, when we got the bike, Mark did the compression test, 150 PSI across the board, installed brand new spark plugs into it, and then took the whole fuel system apart. Obviously the tank was already off, the carbs came off, and I'll show you some pictures of what he did with the carb. This is not something that, this wasn't an amateur car clean. This was done by one of the best in the industry, and you can see it was dismantled to, God, there's got to be 125 parts right there. Completely dismantled, professionally cleaned, right here in-house at Kaplan Cycles. We do the museum quality restorations here. Mark Olson did this. He takes pride in what he does. He's been a Kawasaki tech. He was a lead tech at a Kawasaki dealer for 11 years. He's been in the industry for close to 40 years. Phenomenal tech, done by a pro. The carburetors were completely dismantled, completely cleaned. Let's see, where am I on this? He had disassembled and cleaned and rebuilt the fuel petcock, replaced the fuel cap gasket, put the badges back on it, put the rubber dampers on. Let's see, where's it? A complete carburetor disassembly and separation of the rack to clean and replace the fuel tee, joint fittings, and all gaskets and O-rings. And he replaced the fuel, vent, and drain hoses. So as you can see from the pictures, it wasn't just a carb clean. He completely dismantled the whole rack of carburetors down to the last component and completely rebuilt it, reassembled it, and then when he put them back on the bike, he performed a carburetor synchronization.
So like NOS carbs, basically.
Yeah, like brand new carburetors, basically. That's not something that happens, it's a minimum 8-hour job to do that, and it takes several days because a lot of the parts are left in the ultrasonic carb cleaning tank. It was reassembled with brand new air filters, brand new throttle cable, so it was done right. So he also tested the ignition coils, the primary and secondary resistance, checked the plug cap resistance, and decided they should have new spark plug caps. They had the original caps, so they put 4 new spark plug caps on it, clean and lube the timing advancer, clean and set the point gap and timing, and also went through a lot of the wiring, disassembled the rec switch assembly to clean the starter button and the on-off contacts, replaced the throttle pipe and the hand grip assembly, replaced the left grip, replaced the opening throttle cable, and cleaned and lubricated the closing throttle cable. Lubed the new opening cable, installed and adjusted the throttle cables. So also he installed a brand new Yuasa battery, top of the line battery, cleaned the terminals on both ends, positive and negative, repaired and cleaned multiple electrical connections and connectors, soldered and shrink tubed several wires. So it was done right. The whole wiring harness is in mint shape. Again, it was a warm engine carburetor circuit synchronization, and he adjusted the air screw and idle adjustments. So charging system was inspected and tested. Perfect 14.5 volts on the output. Again, the front end was completely rebuilt, new fork oil, and it also has new fork dust seals on here. This is something they dry rot after about 10 years. So this bike is 42 years old, so it has a brand new set of not only seals, but the fork tube wipers. Again, new front tire, new rear tire, brand new drive chain. Not only was the rear sprocket replaced, no corners were cut, the front sprocket was replaced also, so there's a brand new chain of sprockets on the bike. Also, let's see, where am I? Installed the replica mirrors. These are from Z1, brand new replica mirrors, just like the originals. Removed, disassembled, cleaned, and lubricated, and repaired the turn switch, turn signal assemblies, the left switch assembly, and also replaced the turn indicator bulb in the meter and display. Regarding electrical, everything works perfectly. High beam, low beam, the horn, the brake lights, the turn signals, all the idiot lights, everything is on point, works perfectly on the bike. The front brake switch, the rear brake switch, everything's perfect. Electrically, it's 100 points. No issues there. It's also a brand new horn. That's a brand new reproduction horn. The center stand stopper, he had fabricated a new center stand stopper to keep the pipe from hitting the Vance & Hines exhaust. New side cover grommets, changed the oil, and then confirmed all operation of all electrical outputs was perfect. Charging system's perfect. And then did the test ride. So that's, took them. The bike's been in our shop for several months to do this, between ordering the paint, which was shipped from overseas. The paint actually got hung up in customs. I actually had to fill up, I think it was a TASCA form, and they wanted some number on the paint. So I gave them my race number, 935, and added a 1 to it, because I didn't really know what they're asking for, but I had to actually fill out a customs form and make up a number to get the paint through customs from the UK. So I never had that happen before, but I had my doubts whether the paint would even show up, but everything was done right on this bike. All the parts are on point, brand new stuff. So let's see. Let me read off the parts list for you real quickly. So we have brand new dust shields on the fork, brand new Maxima 15 weight fork oil, brand new 325 by 19 front tire, 400 by 18 rear tire, 15 tooth front sprocket, 35 tooth rear sprocket, brand new 630, which is a huge chain, 92 inch chain, brand new 400 by 18 inner tube, brand new 3 1/4 by 19 inner tube, brand new Kawasaki emblems on the tank, brand new OEM screw for the emblems, brand new OEM, that's these screws here for the emblems here, those are all brand new. Brand new OEM speed nut for the side cover emblems, brand new mirrors, brand new 12 volt 3.4 watt indicator bulbs, brand new Bellray DOT brake fluid, brand new horn, brand new side cover rubber grommet, brand new Yuasa battery. It's a 2-page list here. This is a parts list right here, and this is just what we put on there. I'm sure there's more to it than that. Brand new engine case spark plug, brand new car rebuild kit, brand new joint fuel pipe T, brand new black rubber vent lines, overflow lines, brand new fuel lines, brand new 42mm tapered air filters, a brand new fuel petcock rebuild kit, a new NOS fuel cap gasket, brand new throttle cable, and here it is right here, the diamond dark green, OEM matched diamond dark green. That's a paint code I couldn't remember from Marvel's motor. And if you look at it, it does look like a diamond in the sun. It just sparkles. Brand new grips left and right, OEM, original grips, brand new sparkler caps, seat cover, which came from Z1 Parts, brand new reproduction decal set, brand new NOS KZ900 emblem, and a brand new set of KZ900 handlebars. So that's it, folks. A lot of time and effort goes into putting together a project like this. This isn't something you're going to buy one that doesn't run and do yourself in a weekend. It's just not even really realistic. You know, we've got 45 hours into it, and this is what we do. We restore bikes. It's a lot of time and effort, ordering all the parts, collecting all the right things, and then outsourcing the things you don't do, like the paint job, and chasing, like, basically the tank had to be dropped off in Stafford with the side covers. He painted it, we had to go pick it up, bring it back, mount it on the bike, and then put the graphics on it. Then it had to be delivered back to him, and he clear coats over the graphics. So several trips to the paint shop to get this thing where it is. I wanted to point out to you, we've had a few KZ900s come through here. We sold one a couple of years ago. There's a very strong demand for these in Japan. We sold one with a blown motor and a huge rust hole in the exhaust pipe at a 4-in-1. You had a hole I could stick my fist through on the side of the muffler. And but the bike was all there, but it had a blown motor and had some rust issues. It sold for $5,600, which is what the good price is. So, and it was bought by an exporter who sends these to Japan. I don't know where this bike's going to end up. I've seen bikes just like this with the stock in 100% stock condition original sell for as much as $19,000 on eBay. The current NADA value on this bike is $15,425. It's a 42-year-old classic antique. It's going to go up in value. It's going to outpace the stock market like all classics do. And you can also buy this if you're self-employed or if you own a business. You can run this through a single employee pension plan. We have a couple clients that do that. You can actually buy these as investments. Are recognized by the U.S. government as a classic investment motorcycle. The original rear grab bar is in excellent condition. The rear turn signals are in great shape. The rear brake light is beautiful. The original factory pegs are in excellent shape, as are the shocks. The frame's in beautiful condition. A little bit of patina on the chrome on the side here, as you would expect for a bike of this era. The exhaust pipe is in mint condition. No scrapes anywhere on the side of the pipe. No scrapes in the back. That's one little tiny scrape right here. This is a Vance & Hines 4-in-1. Has the original reflectors on there. Front turn signals. Everything looks to be in beautiful condition on the front of the bike. I see no evidence of it being dropped on this side ever. This is a rare survivor. It's like trying to carry an egg around for 42 years. How do you keep a super bike like this from getting dropped or damaged? And most of them were dropped or damaged or left for dead. This one is a rare bike that was registered right up until 2013. The guy was driving it up until a few years ago. It has an original Kickstarter on it, so if the battery ever fails, you can kickstart it. Something you don't see on the new bikes. There's one little scrape on the headlight rim right here. I want to point out a little scrape right there. I'm not sure how that happened. but the return signal appears to be in good shape. So bike's all there. The tack and speedo are in beautiful condition. Bike fires right up, runs.
I think it's in gear, Ken. It's in gear, Ken.
How about that? I just started in gear. Let me try it not in gear. Just a fantastic bike. If you have any questions about it at all, please call us 860-454-7024. If we happen to make any money from the sale of this motorcycle, the proceeds are going to fund the New England Motorcycle Museum. We're having a big block party here April 21st. Please come on down. We have 20 microbreweries and 10 food vendors coming. Lots of bike, lots of beer, lots of babes. So it's a place to be April 21st, 2018. If you want to ship this bike, we can ship it anywhere on the East Coast for about $400 or less. West Coast, figure around $700. I almost forgot to point out, we have, not only is this a fantastic classic, but it's fully documented. I have the title in hand, Massachusetts Department of Transportation title, signed over to Kaplan Cycles on the back. I have the original Kawasaki Owner's Warranty Handbook, which is printed in June of '75. This is, I mean, how many 42-year-old owner's manuals are you going to find? This is the original manual that came with the bike. And I also have the Massachusetts Department of Certificate of Registration. It was effective 2013, it expired in 2014. So you get the title, the registration, you'll get a notarized bill of sale from us, and a whole bunch of dealer paperwork that comes along with it, including the manual, full write-up on the work order, and video documentation of the car restoration. So, Kenny, did I leave anything out, bud?
I think that's it, Ken.
What'd you think of the ride, Jen?
It was fantastic.
It's smooth, isn't it?
Very fun.
It goes good with your red hair. So, green and red. So I'm going to take her off the center stand and roll her into the museum, put her on display until she finds a new home. So if you have any questions about it, call us 860-454-7024. Like I said, I'd like to ride this bad boy to Bike Week next week, but it's going up for sale, so I'm going to have to let it go. So good luck bidding on it. God bless America.